Poke Nerds, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here Wednesday, October 15th. Right now, we are taking a look at Journey Together, a little market watch on Journey Together, booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, booster bundles, and singles. I'm fired up for it. Journey Together, an extremely underrated set late in the Scarlet and Violet era. And of course, the Scarlet and Violet era is no more. Moved on to Mega Evolution, but there will still be Scarlet and Violet reprints. I imagine Journey Together will still get reprints. I would definitely guess ETBs based on the way Pokemon has kind of been handling things lately. Haven't seen a lot of booster box reprints of newer sets, but Journey Together, I would expect there will be ETB reprints, booster bundles. It'll be in collection boxes, different things of that nature. But we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Really appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. You can also check out our channel membership. We have weekly member exclusive giveaways on the channel. $2.99 a month. Everybody is a winner here. Excited for it. Check the link in the description below. Journey Together Enhanced Booster Box. That's what we're looking at, because I will not recommend anyone to purchase a standard Journey Together booster box. When you have the opportunity to buy an enhanced booster box versus a non-enhanced, even if the non-enhanced is more scarce, buy the enhanced. This is a better product. Point blank, period, right? You get the Ends Reshiram box topper. I'll get off my soapbox now. So, Journey Together Enhanced Booster Box is sitting right around 260. There's several listings in the 260 to 265 range when you factor in shipping on TCG Player. Is this a crazy price based on the current market, the way things are? No. However, Journey Together came out in March of 2025. So the time horizon on this is still very fresh. It feels like, because of Destined Rivals and then Black Bolt and White Flare and then Mega Evolution, and now everybody's so fired up for Phantasmal Flames, that Journey Together was forever ago, but it really wasn't. It was in March. So this set is still fairly new. 260, 265 in the current state of things is not all that wild. However, if I was just giving advice based on value and time horizon, all that stuff, if you were going to get Journey Together at 260 to 265, I would recommend just getting, if you're just talking about having a sealed product, I think value-wise, Surging Sparks at 275 to 280 is probably a better value. I think Surging Sparks is going to go down. It's a much bigger set. Bigger sets have more hits. They have more desirable chase cards. And, you obviously have the Surging Sparks Pikachu. You have Milotic. There's a number of big cards in Surging Sparks. You have Latias and Latios. You have Alolan Executor, Ceruledge, lots of good illustration rares. I think overall, it's easy to say that Surging Sparks will be a more beloved set long term than Journey Together. But even if it's not, it's older. It came out last November. It's almost a year old now. So time horizon wise, if you're talking about paying like $15 extra for a booster box, I would go with Surging Sparks over Journey Together. Even though I love Journey Together. Love both sets. That's just my 2 cents on that. Now you look at Journey Together Elite Trainer boxes over on TCG Player. Again, $85 for a set that's, March. What is that? 6 months old? Half a year old? 7 months? It's not like the most insane thing in the hobby right now, which people talking about the hobby crashing, that's what's insane. It is not crashing in any way, shape, or form. Things are still at very close to all-time highs, especially newer product. I wouldn't recommend buying a Journey Together Elite Trainer box right now, because I do believe there will be reprints. I really do. I think that you will get this cheaper in the future. And case study for that, Surging Sparks, right? I think that, Surging Sparks, even being an older set right now, you can get the Elite Trainer box cheaper than you can the Journey Together Elite Trainer box, because there were recently massive reprints on this. Look at the graph, right? It was up over $100 within the last 3 months. It's way down because of Elite Trainer box reprints. There will be, in my opinion, I can't guarantee anything, but I would guess strongly that you will be able to get Journey Together Elite Trainer boxes at some point in the future, in the next year, cheaper than you currently can because of reprints. Again, Pokemon, they haven't been doing a good job printing booster boxes, and maybe that's strategic, but they have been doing Elite Trainer box reprints. So I would go, if you were going to buy an Elite Trainer box right now of one of these more modern mainline sets of Pokemon, Surging Sparks again makes more sense to me, especially in the Elite Trainer box category because it's cheaper, right? It's cheaper than Journey Together, which is crazy right now. Twilight Masquerade, same thing. It's even cheaper. And Twilight Masquerade is older than both sets. Twilight Masquerade released in May of 2024. It's getting close to a year and a half old. And again, massive reprints of Elite Trainer boxes kind of tanked the market. It's about $65, $70 right now for an ETB of Twilight Masquerade. I personally, I do think Journey Together is a better set than Twilight Masquerade. I think that Surging Sparks is the best of the three. But if you're looking at time horizon and the fact that Twilight Masquerade is a very good set, every set in Scarlet and Violet is high quality, this is the ultimate ETB to purchase right now from a value standpoint on the secondary market. So I would not be buying Journey Together ETBs at the current price point. Now, you're looking at Journey Together booster bundles. Again, probably Surging Sparks would be a better decision right now. Look around at some other things. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the booster bundle because it's just not that expensive. If you want to buy a Journey Together booster bundle and open it or do whatever you want to do with it, enjoy yourself. Have fun, right? That's just not a very expensive product. Now, singles is what the main event here is for me. That's what I care about the most. So I'm excited to get into it. Lily's Clefairy EX Special Illustration Rare. You're looking at about 160 for a legitimate list, 161.26, 160 right there as well. 160 for this card. It's a beautiful card. Lily is an incredibly popular trainer. Clefairy is a very popular Pokemon. It is a really cute art style, and I think that this card has staying power for sure. You look at the 3-month graph, it's up 33%. It had hit some lows. I mean, it was down under 130 at one point. That would have obviously been the time to buy. You look at, it's close to its all-time high. I mean, at release is right when it's going to be, at this crazy peak, but it's getting close to, it's getting close to its all-time high right now. Do I think that Lily's Clefairy is a $160 card? Yeah, for sure. I think that's totally fair. I don't think it's a horrible buy to add to your collection. If you're going to hold it long term, is it going to do well? Probably. It'll be fascinating to see how Modern does over the next five or so years. But I think Lily's Clefairy, there's nothing wrong with getting it at that price point. Salamence, this is, I mean, it hit lower lows than it currently is at, but still you're looking at being able to get it for $77 shipped to your house from a good seller. This card's crazy. And Salamence is a very popular Pokemon. It's gotten a lot of love in Scarlet and Violet with Salamence and then its ancient form. Roaring Moon, you've got the Roaring Moon special illustration rare from Paradox. You've got this Salamence EX special illustration rare, and you've also got Roaring Moon that got the Shinji Kanda treatment in Prismatic Evolution. So I love this card. I have it in Japanese. I collect a lot of stuff in Japanese. We'll take a look at the Japanese singles really quickly as well after we look at English, just to kind of show y'all how cheap some of them are in comparison and how in some cases they're not any cheaper at all. But yeah, Salamence EX in the, what did we say here? $77. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong there. That is basically a 3-month high, but this card was sitting a good bit more expensive for a little while than it currently is. I mean, I don't have any problem if you want to add this to your collection right now. And Zoroark, this is one that was way up there. And this is why you wait. You look at all these prices outside of Lily's Clefairy, which there was a point at which, in the 120s, that was a screaming buy. But in Zoroark, these charts can be deceiving as well because the price just hasn't changed that much. Yeah, it's up 18%, but its low was 52. It's at 63. The low list is, yeah, about 63.75 for a legitimate listing. You want sellers that have sold a lot that have good reviews, right? So that's where we're at. I love Enzo Rourke. Again, another one where it's like this card was way more expensive than it currently is. Yes, it is starting to climb back up. I don't think it's a bad place to be right now for Enzo Rourke. Love that card. Iono's Belly Bolt, one of the lesser popular special illustration rares of this set. I mean, Belly Bolt and Iono, they're newer trainer Pokemon partners there. But in the 50s for this, I personally, I think Iono is pretty annoying. I think her character is annoying, but I think she's going to be popular long term. I think she's going to have some staying power. She has really been pumped out by the Pokemon company. You know, lots of Iono cards, special illustration rares. I think they want to promote Iono pretty hard. So I think that she's going to have some staying power. And Belly Bolt is a fun, silly Pokemon. Um, I've pulled this card and gotten rid of it because it's just not for me. But I don't think that's a crazy price point at all. And then after the top four cards is where you get into some really good price points, in my opinion, for some wonderful artworks. Hops Zacian, the reverence and love that these two characters are showing for each other is really cool. And you can get this card, around $35. None of these shops are like super reputable, but um, let's see here. $40 from a great shop. I mean, for a special illustration rare, yeah, you can't really go wrong there. And yeah, it was down into the 35s. It's about $40 now. Might be able to find it cheaper at your local game store. I always recommend checking out your local game store when you're looking for anything and building a relationship with your local game store, as long as they're like a good, well run shop and they're not just basically scalpers. Hop Zacian EX. I love this card. You can get it 40 or under. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Volcanion. I personally don't love Volcanion. It is a mythical Pokemon, so it's got some love out there for sure. I think this is a cool art, but I just, Volcanion not really for me. But objectively, looking at Volcanion, I mean, a special illustration rare, mythical Pokemon for $20, $23. I mean, that's a lick right there. That's a good deal. Not for me, but if you like Volcanion, sure. And I could definitely see that card being worth more in the future. Um, Articuno illustration rare. This is one of the best cards in Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. Absolutely love it. Uh, on the 3 month, it's up 14%. 1 month, it's actually down. Overall, the lowest it got down to is $18, and you can now get it about $22, $23. Uh, this should be, I think this, I can't speak for everyone, but if you love Pokemon, I don't know how you don't want this card in your collection. I think at around $20, you could do a lot worse. Wailord, this thing has been pumped and people have just tried to make this like a $40, $50 card so many times. And to me, it is a just wonderful card. The Derpy giant of the sea and an absolutely stunning bay here that has all sorts of colorful coral and anemones and all that good stuff. Hopefully, I didn't butcher that name. The beautiful sunset, the tiny ship. This is just so cool. Love this card. And legitimate listings, let's see here. Yeah, $17 basically. And it's up 37% on the 3 month. It's only up 2.6% on the 1 month because of a pump. It got up to 20. You see all sorts of volatility with this card because people are constantly trying to pump it, which is funny and fun to watch. But overall, do I think $17 for this card is crazy? In no way, shape, or form. I think that's a steal, actually. The gold cards, we can look at them. Gold cards aren't for me. On the 3 month, Enzo O'Rourke EX Gold down 11%, down about 3% on the 1 month. Iono's Belly Bolt Gold down 20% on the 3 month, down 8.5 on the 1 month. And then we get into some really, really underrated illustration rares. Ins Reshiram is another one that has been pumped and dumped, and people have just been trying to do all sorts of crap with this Ins Reshiram illustration rare, which is also the box topper. Very, very cool. You look at the 6 month chart, it got up to $22. Right now it's sitting, this is a steal right now. Under $15 for this card. I think it's a wonderful card. And, go back and look at the End Zekrom as well from Brilliant Stars. Go buy both of them. Have some fun. Those are both really cool cards. Lily's Clefairy EX. And these full arts are really cool full arts. They kind of started a trend of full arts really ramping up in popularity and just, I wouldn't say the illustration, but the composition, I guess. Because it's still just kind of these generic illustrations that are like the 5-band graphic type of illustrations. But having the silhouette of the trainer in the background with the Pokemon in the foreground, I think is really cool. This card is down 15% on the 3 month, down almost 11% on the 1 month. I think these are cool to have in your collection. These full art cards. Lily's Rabambi. This is one of my top 3 favorite cards of the set. I prefer this over Lily's Clefairy. I don't even prefer Rabambi over Clefairy. I just love the kind of reverence, the gentleness that Lily is showing here. The card really pops with the colors. Her eyes pop. The holographic pattern on the eyes, not pattern, but the holographic on the eyes. And if you've been paying attention to this channel, I love anything that has a botanical scene, and you've got all sorts of flowers and plants in here, and so it's a big winner for me. But you look on the 3 month, it's up 22%. On the 1 month, it's up 12%. So I guess some other folks are getting pretty excited about Lily's Rabambi as well. I just absolutely love that card. Adore it. Iono's Kilowattrel. I think this is a pretty cool card for the price. You can't go wrong. It's up 1.6% on the 3 month. It's up or down almost 3% on the 1 month. I think it's definitely a good time to get Iono's Kilowattrel if you like that art style. It's a unique style with the really bold lines. Very kind of cartoony, different style, but I like it. Especially at that price point. Kilowattrel's a pretty cool Gen 9 Pokemon. Then we've got Enzo O'Rourke EX Full Art. Again, the silhouette of the trainer in the background. Actually, I like the Lily's Clefairy Full Art better than this one, actually. But yeah, down 8% on the 3 month, down 2.3% on the 1 month. Noibat, another one of my favorite cards in the set. I'm a huge Noibat and Noivern fan. It's kind of sitting in this beautiful cavern with kind of this like electric blue light river down here, stream, some really pretty crystals. So cool. About $5. It's up 5% on the 3 month, 8% on the 1 month. It's a very cheap, beautiful card that you can add to your collection right now. Furret, we're getting close to wrapping up here. Furret illustration rare, down 5% on the 3 month, down 11% on the 1 month. It's about $5. Cute card. We've got our Spiky Energy gold card, down 40% on the 3 month, down 22% on the 1 month. If you're looking to add a gold Spiky Energy to your collection, now's the time to do it. Hops Wooloo. Cute card. up 7.75% on the 3-month, up 6% on the 1-month. Still a very cheap card. Definitely one worth adding to your collection. Makes for a nice binder card for sure. We've got Brock Scouting, which I love just because, throwback to the OG Brock. Wish Brock had a, Brock's Onyx, Brock's Steelix, whatever, but, maybe in the future we can get that. Down 16% on the 3-month, down 21% on the 1-month. If you're a fan of Kanto, Brock, etc., easy add to the collection there. Lycanroc is a really cool illustration as well. A little bit of an underrated card. I know Lycanroc isn't like some massively popular Pokemon, but that one's a great illustration. Lighting and color and all that good stuff. And you've got the Rockruff taking a little siesta there. $3, basically static on the 3-month, up 10% on the 1-month. Swinub, this is a unique art style that I really like. It's kind of a throwback, almost looks like a wood etching art style from way, way back in the day. Down 3.74% on the 3-month, down almost 9% on the 1-month. Easy add if you like the card. And I like to do this because it's fun to look through all the illustration rares that are undervalued and cards you can add to your collection. I really don't think that there is a illustration rare in this whole set that doesn't deserve some love. Iono's Bellybolt full art, down 8% on the 3-month almost, down almost 9% on the 1-month, or up almost 9% on the 1-month. Interesting. Maractus, another good one. Like it's cute. It's down 8.6% on the 3-month. It's up almost 11% on the 1-month. Under $3. Cool card. And does that do it for our illustration rares? I believe it does. Obviously, you've got more EXs and full arts and stuff to look at, but yeah, that'll do it for this. Again, overall, good. Love that Hops Zacian full art, by the way. And the Salamence full art, pretty cool as well. If you're looking to buy singles, I think right now is a good time to buy singles for Journey Together. It's not the best time to have bought. Obviously, when Lily's Clefairy was under $130, that would have been, you would have been cooking right now. But I still don't think it's a bad time at all for most of these singles. Lily's Clefairy could have some ups and downs. You could see some of these cards dip once there's a big reprint for Journey Together, which I still imagine that there will be. But when will that be? Not sure. Sealed wise, like I mentioned, I would definitely avoid the Journey Together ETBs right now. I would be looking at Twilight, Surging Sparks if you want to get, ultra modern ETBs. Booster box wise, it's not a crazy price point, but I do think that the Surging Sparks presents a better overall value right now. Surging Sparks ETB, and I think there's a couple other ETBs, booster boxes, that make a little bit more sense than the Journey Together booster box right now. But again, singles, yeah, I think that almost every single one of them is at a very fair price point right now. Really appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.